talked about in the past how I'm a visual learner. I want to see it so that I can really understand it on a deeper level. Just reading material doesn't do it for me. So that's why in this talk that you're about to see, I use a graph, and I've used this graph several times. It's called the map of consciousness levels, and it talks about energy and frequency and how there are different levels to it. And just like if you're vibrating with love, you know it, you can feel it within your body. You have that energy and motion that you can feel. You can also feel when somebody else has that vibration of love. It is a thing. It's actually palpable. By the same token, I know you've walked into a room and everybody's been arguing, and you can kind of feel like, ooh, this doesn't feel good, even though you're not the one that was arguing. All of these energies have a frequency that you can feel. And so when I use this map of consciousness in this talk, it was derived by David R. Hawkins in his book, Power versus Force. So if you'd like to know more about his work, you can look that up, but see if you can really get a sense of the map of consciousness. And it also uses color, because emotions can be tied to color and a frequency. And it's just so amazing. But the most important thing is recognize that you have the power to regulate your emotions to create the next thing that's going to happen in your life. If you get that, oh my gosh, your life changes. Love you. I have overcome hate. I have overcome doubt. I stand in the power, in the frequency of love, and I have created a world where love is all there is. And it starts from inside of me. I stand here today telling you that you are the love frequency. And when you come up higher in those frequencies, you can create from that space the world that reflects the truth that love is all there is. I want to show you a graph so that you can have a visual of the energies that I'm referring to. This graph right here, these higher levels of frequency, love, joy, and peace, these are the frequencies that you can create. Create what? Create loving relationships. Create a world that reflects the humanity and love that we all deserve. These are higher frequencies, and this is what you create from. The lower frequencies, we know what that creates. Anything below courage will create chaos and a pattern of chaos. But those creative energies, those creative, higher functioning, higher crown chakra energies, that's the world you want to live in. But it starts with you. Thank you for the graph. There are many examples that I can share with you that are an example of the love frequency. Because of Black History Month, but we can point to Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and all of these wonderful, wonderful love frequency providers, examples of them. But I want you to know that you can be creating this world within yourself by allowing it to be. It's in your DNA. There's only the release of all those other frequencies and just allowing yourself to be in those higher ones of love, joy, and peace. In the Black church, I grew up in the AME, African Methodist Episcopal Church. There is something right in the front row called the motherboard. And there are these older Black women that are all dressed in white. And the motherboard is always the cheerleader cheering on the minister, doing the happy dance. But one of the things I totally remember the motherboard doing was they were this beautiful, loving, feminine energy of love, frequency. And they would just encourage you. They would just be like, "What are you up to?" And you'd say, "Oh, I'm going off to college." And they'd say, "Oh, that's great. I knew you were smart. I knew you were going to go do it. You can do it. You're doing it. Wonderful." They were just loving, encouraging, beautiful, Black magic female womanhood. And it was just wonderful to watch, wonderful to experience. And they were magic. They were letting you know that you can create anything. And they were using their love frequency to do it. When you're vibrating at these higher levels, not only do you change yourself, but everything in your environment will match it, because that frequency is powerful. So whenever you hear that you were made in the likeness and image of God, you're a powerful creator. Stay in those upper vibrational chambers, and you will create the new earth.